Hello everybody, this is Zigzag Zog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are continuing our playthrough of Xcom Enemy Within featuring the Long War mod, and we have potentially a toughie ahead of us, a moderate mission. Last time we went on a moderate mission, it wasn't the kindest to us with pods of 5 all over the place and some massive injuries taking place. Fortunately not losing anybody, but we're going to see if we can't return the favor on this next moderate. How about we put it that way? Urban close quarters. I believe it was Bremen, Germany, where we're headed. And let's take a look at the team we're bringing along. We have Tommy Pokemon Hertz as our engineer. He does have the repair ability, so that means our arc thrower for a change will have 3 charges, and if the opportunity and we don't get overwhelmed, the opportunity presents itself, we will be going for some captures on this mission. We have Amanda Panda Drag as our assault. Haven't seen her in a while. I'm glad to have her back. Joe DiMaggio, Joltin Joe is our sniper, and I kind of brought him since it's urban close quarters. His build has the snapshot ability with his sniper rifle, so sometimes on those urban close quarters we don't have the lines or angles to stay stationary. We got to be mobile, and so that's why I chose Joltin Joe. We got Vladimir Gnome Putin along as our infantryman. We know about him. He's been successful and helped us out a lot in previous missions. Serena Mama Smash Williams is along as a scout, concealment scout, and you'll notice a fair amount of flashbangs to help us out, hopefully with a capture and not to protect us from awkward situations. But you'll see also a lot of vests, armors, support along the way, and the 2 that got the heavier armor is going to be Tommy Pokemon Hertz getting up close and personal with the captures, and my scout Serena Williams. It is Kristin Nitsirk Drag along. She's kind of a heat gunner, so hopefully we'll have some robotic enemies, some floaters along on this mission. I'm hoping to get her abilities to good use, but nice to have her for suppression. And our commanding officer will be Chelsea Scout Hertz, also bringing along some suppression for us. And yes, I know what we've talked about in the past about my snapshot Rocketeer. I don't have a lot of confidence in them with that snapshot ability, but since we're going to give it a shot again, urban close quarters, his snapshot rocket isn't as bad at closer range, that snapshot ability. So I'm thinking we might, ideally we'll still steady him and have him ready just in case, but if we get in a pickle, being close quarters, hopefully we can still get some benefit from his rockets at a more close range kind of a situation. So that's why we got Barry Bonds along as our Rocketeer. Okay, we got 2 promotions. Let's just jump back into that. We got Amanda Panda. You haven't been with us in a while, but you're due a promotion, and we're getting up there to tech sergeant level. And what we're going to do now is a very important one for a tank psi assault, and that is resilience. So you cannot get any critical hits against you. Immunity to critical hits, that's a big one. We take that over, well, we got an executioner and Putin along, and take that over killer instinct on this one. We want you, your job is to get up close, make those hits, and then survive. And finally, the one other promotion we have along is Serena Williams. You're a recon scout, and this will be coming handy. Finally, we have a recon scout. Has the battle scanner ability, so we don't have to waste equipment spots on carrying along a battle scanner, and this will give us 2 charges along with the ability to throw it even further than we used to be able to. So there's our 2 promotions. Now it's time to get in on the mission and see how we do.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
Our target site is near the German border.
Okay, not the map maybe I was thinking
the aliens
of,
are
but
continuing
it is
to
a
target
tiny
civilians
little
for
map.
abduction in several major cities across the globe. We have to get down there and deploy as soon as possible.
Yeah, Tiny little map for a moderate mission, so we're going to have to think about how we move carefully. In Bremen, Germany, let's get in there.
Central, Big Sky in position on approach of the abduction site. Strike 1 is
Okay,
awaiting
we're
drone
off
orders.
in a
Copy that,
bizarre
Big
little
Sky.
corner
Strike
here.
1 is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your backs out there, people.
We do have access to a roof position potentially on that pole right there. That's not too far away, as long as we can get by this big old window without activating. So that's a potential option for us. And it seems to be clear inside there if we move in that direction to see if we can take out or take the rooftop, take the high ground. On this map, I kind of like being able to get the high ground, to be quite honest, as not a lot of perimeter cover, and then a lot of the interior cover, for whatever reason, in long prolonged battles tends to get a little bit wiped out. So let's move to the roof with the intention of being able to get on that roof. We're actually going to lead off with you, Putin, taking a look through here. It'll get you in full cover for future shots, just in case we activate on this first turn. The only thing, and that's good, the only thing that makes me nervous is moving up this way and activating up here down the kind of side alleyway. Makes me a little nervous activating down there, because then we don't have a lot of really good cover. So let's see if we can get our scout Serena Williams over here. What kind of distance can you get down the alleyway? We'll make a first move right here.
Moving. Look sharp.
And we activated Seeker City, and they've all gone stealth. Well, I guess we could think of worse things to have activated than a pod of Seekers. That's 4 Seekers. Once again, a moderate mission. Our pod sizes have increased. That's probably not a great position in which to leave you, Serena, but it sure would be nice to throw that battle scanner too at the same time, wouldn't it? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think what we're going to have to do is take advantage of whatever cover we have and utilize the Overwatch as best we can. Tommy will bring you up to the edge of the car here. Now obviously they're over here, so they would have some potential flanking ability, but I don't have many options as far as coverage. I'm going to have to go on the far side of this car and just hope it works for us. Kristin will set you up right here. Your heat ammo may come in handy this time. We're going to set up our rocket, and I may go ahead and steady, because if they move forward and we throw a battle scanner and appear and they're clumped, a nice little shredder rocket can come in handy. Amanda, we're just lacking in cover positions here right now, because we're gonna have to get Vladimir out of there. He's easily flanked. We'll get my sniper here in the back. Chelsea, we're gonna bring you up on the side and hope you don't get flanked also. And same with you, Amanda, ready to jump out once we find out where they are. And then we're going to be left having to relocate Vladimir, and I think we'll bring Vladimir here behind the full cover in this angle. He will not be on Overwatch, but hopefully ready to help us out next time. And Serena, you won't be on Overwatch, but it'll be a decent position from which to chuck. Or maybe we just push you up just a little farther from which to chuck your battle scanner next time. I'm afraid to push forward anymore though, because if I go forward just enough to see around the corner and activate another pod, I'd rather just keep it at Seekers for now. We don't need to be mixing in some other pods in this mix. Okay, we're just going to be overwatching with everybody else that remains, hoping if they appear that we can take out the Seekers that may decide to come at us. I'm just worried about getting flanked over on this car. That really, really has me concerned because they do have the range, I think, from that position to potentially get a flank shot. Of course, it would be at a distance. That's my hope there. I don't have to worry any captures on the Seeker either. We're going to steady your weapon, Barry Bonds, to see if your shredder rocket may just come in handy. Okay, here floaters. There's the first Seeker making an appearance. Took care of that, taking out 3 Overwatch shots.
Damn it.
What else do we have? They got pretty close, and we got another one coming in going against Putin. And his cover is blown away with all my shots. Unfortunately, we didn't activate through that opening in the wall. Fortunately, because I think it's a smaller office. There you go, Amanda. Nice close combat. Teach those guys to come at you or near you. That's for sure. We got one left that may make an appearance now. Ooh, I hear some mutons. So we got ourselves a tough little map, it sounds like. And we got to get Putin rescued here post haste. And then we got one more Seeker to worry about. Let's see who is going to have a shot for us. Got a nice 84%er on DiMaggio. I think that's not a bad place to start. And he does it. That frees up Putin. Catching his breath. I'd be catching my breath too, being strangled like that. Fortunately, it's just an armor hit. And I think what we're going to do next is take advantage of Serena Williams and her battle scanner. The other enemies I'm hearing doesn't sound like a lot of Seekers, maybe? We're hearing mutons and we're hearing floaters. Of course, there could be one more pod of Seekers, but I still got one more battle scanner too, should that take place and come about. So let's kind of place one out here. So if he's in our midst, we're going to see where he is. I guess they're robotic, so it would be it, right? There we go. They're up close and personal. Look at that one. Hey Tommy, you want to take a shot and see what you can do? Think you can kill it in one shot? If it was robotic, we're in great shape to try and... wasn't robotic, we would be in great shape to try and wound it and capture it, but no such luck on the robots here. We can't capture this thing. We got all sorts of options, and we won't have to waste our shredder rocket on top of it, so that's all good. Let's let you take the shot, Tommy. Nice job. So we got rid of our first pot of 4. We could have, what, 8 to 10 more coming up on a moderate? Is that kind of the range where moderate is sitting, I'm thinking? So we know we have a pod of mutons. We'll see if it's a pod of 4 or 5, which would not be a lot of fun. Or we also have a pod of floaters. I'm kind of thinking I may want to throw a battle scanner onto the roof and then see if we can't position ourselves to get up on the roof. I'm afraid if we go around the corner... Okay, this is an enclosed office back here, so the odds of getting around that corner or getting up to the pole and activating on that corner may not be bad. So you don't have much movement at all now here, do you? You are definitely hurting there, Putin, so we won't count on you this turn. In fact, since we don't have much mobility available... Amanda, I'm going to get you a little farther. We're going to peek around into those offices there.
Position confirmed.
And I think we're probably going to push people up a little bit so we can do at least those people that are available to move to try and push up onto the roof. I think I will save my... well, I have 3 med kits. So we may just heal Putin while we're over there just to maximize his health. Of course, we have a long way to go on a moderate.
Moving to
But
position.
Chelsea, let's get you over there. And we'll think about it. We'll think about it. I want to get my
Heading to that
suppression
location.
available to get near the roof. And I think I'm going to hold back on Newberry bonds and just steady the weapon to cover us from there. And Vladimir will overwatch you. And then just do, I don't know, let's see, I can reload you, Kristin, just to have
Ready to
another
rock.
person on Overwatch. And I may reload the rest. Yes, especially Amanda, we want you fully reloaded for a run up to the roof.
Let's do this.
Do we have one more, Chelsea? Yeah, just so we have your suppression available. If we get up on the roof and have some activity, let's get you
Ready
reloaded
to rock.
too. We'll hold off on the med kit for the moment. Let's see if anybody wanders into us. Yes, they do. There's our floaters and mutons. So we got a mixed pod here. We're not in the greatest of positions here, so hopefully you don't have any itchy trigger tentacles. 3 floaters, 1 muton, it looks like. This may be one of those instances where I push forward and do a short-range rocket with Barry Bonds to try and offer some relief for us here. In fact, we'll do that as our starting play just to see how that sets us up and what that does for us.
I'm on the move.
Fortunately, by pushing forward just a few hexes, we didn't activate in the back. We're going to try and see what his snapshot gives us. It's a fair amount of scatter, that's for sure. We can do 1.8 though, is maybe doable as far as scatter goes. 1.9 for a snapshot, that's about as good as you're going to get. And like I said, short range on snapshot is where it's at, so we'll remember that. Because if we go out long range, boom, the scatter just skyrockets. But we're talking short range, and we've got to remember to use Barry Bonds in the future on these tight little maps. He has some value, it looks like. So let's bombs away right here and see if we can do some damage and reduce some cover on these guys at the same time. Minimal scatter, let's go, Barry.
Rockets away.
Okay, well, we got some scatter. We took out 1 floater. We hit 2. We were hoping to center in and get 3 pieces of damage, and we only got... My sniper can't quite get to a full cover position. He has snapshot, so that would be of value. If I come over here, I only have a shot on the full cover. Let's see. It's telling me I would have shot on the muton also. Right here I would have, looks like I would have shots on the back too is what it's looking like, not the front floater. So I wouldn't mind taking a muton out, and then hopefully we could take care of the rest with everybody else. Kind of what I'm thinking. Who do we got? Serena, how far? How much mobility do you have? You also have a decent shot. That guy in the back in the full cover that's concerning a little bit, that floater way in the back. So let's just move you, because we know we're going to have to move you, Joe DiMaggio. We know you're going to have a shot on 2. The question is, will we decide to use you on a muton, or is your shot going to be good enough against that floater in the back? So let's get right there and see. Ooh, the shot is good enough against the guy in the back. I guess he's not quite in that full cover in the back, so that helps me out in making up my mind. So let's do this. Let's go for that 95%er, and Joltin Joe, let's give that floater a little jolt ourselves. Let's do it. Way to come through. We're getting some hits in a timely fashion. Now, the other options we have, I can definitely move you up, and maybe that's what I do to get on that floater, because then if I move other soldiers around, I will still have shots, although not a great one there by Tommy, but that's not your strength. And then we'll have some shots on that muton also in the back. So let's see. Serena, let's get you up and flank on the floater.
Heading out.
See if you can take care of that problem. Now we're down to the muton
No longer
in the
a threat.
back. Now we obviously have some suppression abilities available also in our bag of tricks. So do I want to try and injure with some pistol shots and then try moving you a little closer, Tommy? Maybe we want to try, but if I push too far, I risk, and yeah, we got a blown hole over here, so I can activate over on the side real easy by pushing too far forward. Boy, wouldn't it be, I'm feeling greedy, like I want to be able to capture this guy, which is dangerous when you got other pods out there on a moderate map, but you can see where my head's going. My head is saying, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. But as backup, I think what we're going to do, now he's flanked, so he's probably going to move. So unfortunately, I have to hold him in play. I have to try. Yes, I don't think I set myself up by setting here, going out here to flank that floater, which I really did have to do. That kind of limits my options a little bit. Now I do have the ability to move this way, and we could... Do we take a chance with just a flashbang instead of suppression? But you don't have a flashbang, Kristin. Who has a flashbang that we can use? Is it you, Putin? Amanda, you have a flashbang. That's always a possibility. Getting you up here, what kind of range do you have with that flashbang? Yeah, you're pretty. You can get pretty far with it already. So maybe what we do is we flashbang this guy.
Heading there now.
Kind of protect ourselves and Serena over there in that half cover. And we can suppress over here. Or do we have somebody that could, what kind of pistol shots do we have, and who has maybe a ballistic? Because I'm thinking him standing in the open, the odds, let's just get a feel for that with Putin here, because he has a laser pistol, and the guy's in range, and what kind of damage are we looking at? Oh, but 70% critical, so that is not the weapon of choice that we should be using. Does anyone else have a non? That's you, Chelsea. You also would have a basic pistol that you maybe can shoot.
Heading to that location.
Only 54%, but let's see if we can wear him down a 50% crit chance, which would be nice to actually get a crit on this one if you can manage to hit. 2 50% rolls in a row though. What are the odds? What are the odds? Oh, we got the hit, just not the crit, so he's worn down a little bit more. I'm thinking we're gonna push you forward, Tommy. Get us into suppression range. I want to get into suppression range with you, Kristin. And it looks like right here, full cover allows you to suppress. Now, odds are he's going to be moving, and we're just going to kill him. But I'm hoping, being flashbanged, I'm going to hope that we can suppress him and keep him frozen. Even though he's out in the open, I think odds are against that happening. I don't think that's the way they're programmed to move. Let's get you up a little closer here, Tommy.
Moving out.
And now I'm kind of thinking I want to move you a little farther. How much farther forward do you think it's safe to move you without activating anybody? Because really I want to, if he does freeze and get locked down being flashbang and suppressed, that we're in range to be able to stun him. So we're going to push you up here on a yellow move. No, we activated. Just what we didn't want to do, but we did. So that means Putin's here left over. See what we can do. We're going to have a single shot with him against these floaters in the back. We're going to open ourselves up now to some shots. That's the bad news, guys. Just what I didn't want to have happen. Do we have any kind of shot that's decent for me, Putin? 56% is about the only thing we got to go with. The other option, do I have anybody? Are you in range for a flashbang on the floaters? No, not at all. So we're just going to have to go against the highest percentage chance against the floaters in the back. Not a good chance to kill. Let's see if we can do some damage. Oh, wait. Let's get you back to your main weapon. I almost pulled a stupid one. Okay, chance to hit is still the same, but the chance to kill is infinitely better, although it's only a 38% chance to crit. So odds are we're going to do some damage if we hit. Not much better than a coin flip, though. Distance and half cover, making it not the ideal shot for us, but we got to go for it. Here we go. Are we going to survive this round with a full contingent of floaters coming at us? Overwatch I could take. There we go. Drag. We got a miss. We're in some half cover over here with our guys. And he's coming up and going over the top. That I can deal with. What's happening with Yukon? He's going to take a reaction shot. He's going to try and get out of this. Ah, he moved. He moved. So we don't have our chance. We're going to have to see if we can do our capture on someone else. Now this guy's in a great position. He's got us all flanked over here. And we don't have ammo on our sniper. So, oh boy, oh joy, are we in a great position here. Now the other thing is we are also an Overwatch, but fortunately we have you, Serena, to run with a little lightning reflexes, and we're going to try that first to get rid of the Overwatch. That's our first play. And what are we looking at, just so we know? We've got 11 activated. There's a chance that could be it. There's also a chance there's a whole healthy another pod out there. But we're going to run the lightning reflexes with that Overwatch. Let's see if we can't take care of this guy who's a pain in our side.
Heading out.
One of these times, you know we're going to get that random hit on lightning reflexes. The odds are against it. Well, the odds are pretty low, but you know, 4% hits every now and then. Let's take a hit and see if we can finish it off. It looks like we should be able to. Oh, we got a hollow targeted. One tick away from the kill. So it makes us have to work for our money, but we do have the ability to do a little moving around. That's a good thing. Do we try playing the little shredder rocket game? We aren't steadied and the scatter is just a little beyond my liking. So no, I don't think we're going to play that game with you, Barry Bonds. Really don't have the mobility to get you over there. What are we looking at for your laser pistol? What are your chances to hit this guy in cover? It's only 62% for you, Joe DiMaggio. I may have to burn a running gun from Amanda just to make that guy go away. That's one option there. I may have to just reload. I'd have a decent shot back here on that guy if I had ammo, but I do not have the luxury. Can't get in range for the capture, plus that would leave me in the open. We got not the most ideal choices in the world here. Now we do have an executioner shot from Putin. Let's try and take this guy out. 2 tries. Well, 1 try at a 61 and then maybe switch over to laser. Is 61 enough to be able to go for that? Or do we have to look at doing a dash into half cover I'm hiding out in half cover for our tanky Amanda just to take out this floater. That may be what we have to do. So let's run and gun over here and get rid of this guy. Obviously a capture attempt, wouldn't that just be wonderful? But I'm not protected against him, so that's not a good thing. Especially to have a point blank range shot right there, so he's not the one to play around with. Even though he's extremely wounded, Amanda, we're just going to run and gun you and get rid of that threat. You're the really only sure choice I have.
Rolling out.
Now we got to look across and look forward and see what we can come up with. Now I also have my leader ability here to give somebody an extra turn. That may be something we go for. What kind of shots do you have, Putin? 56% against the guy in the back. May want to do that. The other option also is we don't have you available for a capture right away, Tommy, but we can definitely probably work on this guy's cover back here. I think you're probably close enough to try and see if we can do a number on that. And that may be the best play for you with the grenade. See if we can expose this guy.
Fastball special.
Do we? Do we? Yeah, it looks like we do. With that in mind, since I'm not going to be using the rocket on this one, Barry Bonds, let's have you take an 84% shot. Ooh, boy, did I not have a laser rifle for you? I got to take a look at that. May have made an oversight on that. I'm pretty sure I had enough laser rifles where you could have got one. I'm going to have to double check that when I look back. Loading up. Let's see. We're still, because that is the best shot for you to take and the way you're going to help us the most. I don't trust your snapshot rocket. The other option is let's see if we can do it with somebody else. Who do we have left that we might want to entrust that with? Sniper's out of range. We could move him up to half cover to probably get a pistol, laser pistol shot up close. That may be the play with, but that's not going to kill him. A laser pistol's not going to kill him. Let's see, do we have an angle over here? Yes, we do. Kristin, let's get you in here.
That's affirmative.
What kind of percent does that get? It gives you 90%. We're going to take that shot. Let's see if we can take out that floater. See if you can do it for us. Nice job.
No longer a threat.
Now I'm interested in seeing if we can dink down this guy in the back. Of course, he may not be my last soldier out there possible. 56%. Look, we got the same shot with the laser pistol and less chance to kill him. Let's start wearing him down so maybe we can start thinking about a capture. Why don't we do that? A couple shots at 56. Let's see if you can do it, Putin. Oh, when he gets a critical. I'm thinking almost that we want to reload your main weapon to be ready for anything. That extra pod that could be out there, we're going to reload you, Joe DiMaggio. Can I get you safely forward into, it's only half cover. I'm going to reload you first. And then Kristin, we may do a little, say it, Greg, what do you want to do? Zigzag, say it. I'm thinking we may want to use your orders, your command ability to get Tommy a little closer. How much farther could he get on a blue move? Safely. Now the problem is we might have visions or something else out there. So do I want to risk it? He'd be exposed if it didn't work. Otherwise, is this close enough? How far would a yellow move potentially be able to get him? could, if that guy doesn't move, if that floater behind cover doesn't move, maybe we do a little overwatch to kind of maybe have him thinking about freezing in place. So Barry Bonds, that's where you're going to come into play. You're going to provide a little overwatch. Kristin, Chelsea, I think we're going to use your command on Tommy. Let's do it over on Tommy and see if we can't get him a little closer for a potential capture next turn. Let's see if that's the way it's going to work out for us. I think I'm going to play. Do I play it safe? Those couple extra spaces could make a difference on being close enough. But I'm actually farther back this way. I think what we're going to do is move up right here.
Moving out.
And hope we'll be in range. Okay, we didn't activate anybody. You're overwatched, so let's hang still back there, floater. Okay, he hunkers down. That's a good thing. Now the question is, how close can I get? Not quite close enough in one move. Not quite close enough in one move. But if we don't flank him, we might be able to intimidate him to keep on staying right where he is and potentially get him stuck there for a capture. So Amanda, let's start moving you forward first of all. Serena, we're going to do the same thing of moving. We'd like to move you forward. Amanda, you've used your flashbang, so we don't even have a flashbang available. The thing we do have is suppression and overwatch to keep that guy locked down. So let's get you, Serena, moved up here. Try and use the flashbang next turn. Okay, and we aren't activating, so there's a good chance, maybe, that he is going to be, I may just keep my sniper right here because he's got a clean shot if we end up needing it. Nah, I think I'm going to move get aggressive with my sniper too because he's got another one of those flashbangs I'm going to need. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to push forward right here. So next turn we're going to be in range to try the capture.
Moving out. Alien object in sight.
We're going to keep you, Barry Bonds, on Overwatch. Vladimir Putin, we're going to move you forward also, so you have a flashbang potential help. You can take Tommy's place. And I think I will push you forward as my sniper. Question is where? Yeah, we'll bring the sniper right here, and next turn, we got a couple flashbangs nearby for next turn. So I'm sure playing like we don't have any more aliens out there, and I hope that's the case. And then, Kristin, we may have you just provide some suppression over here. Keep him locked down with Overwatch and suppression.
Could use some ammo over here.
We'll just reload you. I think we got enough Overwatch. And Chelsea, I think we're going to push you a tiny bit forward. This is a blue move, so we can finally see if there's any risk of activation from here.
Solid copy.
No. I'm thinking we might have the last alien on the map. How many are we looking at? We're looking at 11. That could be it. Very well could be it. So we're just going to reload your little pistol, save you as backup on the suppression front if we need it.
Reloaded.
For next turn. Let's see if this footer hunkers again. That's what we want. That's what we want. We're losing some meld, so let's hope. That must have been the one on the roof. I'm going to guess the one on the roof just died on us because that was pretty close. We still have a shot at meld in the back if we can get this capture early. Unfortunately, may take 3 tries to make that happen. Okay, so I can get right here next to him. He's behind cover. Or maybe I get right here. He's still behind cover, so I don't have him flanked. Perhaps he's not prone to move. Let's try it.
I'm rolling.
Here we go, capture, stun. Let's do it. Can we have it at 48%, our first success?
Now we can begin preparing for the interrogation.
Finally, at last, we have ourselves a capture. And look at this! There is another pod on the map. Holy smokes, are we a lucky team right now. We are not in great positions. We are spread out, and we've got another pod somewhere out there on the map. So I'm going to guess it's back in the corner, back that way somewhere. I'm going to see if we can't rotate around and move forward, get ourselves in position to get that meld next turn. What is the best distance? We can't quite get there dashing. I think if I dash you up here, Serena, you're in full cover. That's going to just get you in range for that meld potentially next turn. Let's try that. Alright. It also means we got to do some re-maneuvering here with the rest of our soldiers. Try and get ourselves in some positions. In fact, Amanda, we'll bring you up here close by also. We're kind of clumped, so we don't want to run into anybody with a with a grenade, alien grenade of any kind. Now this is half cover, so my sniper can still see beyond it. So we'll move DiMaggio up this way. And Barry Bonds, let's get you over here, and then you can start steadying your rocket. Provide some additional cover for us. Okay, we've got Vladimir Putin available here, and I think, Chelsea, what I'm going to have you do, we're just going to heal him up. We're down to our, what I'm guessing is our last pod. Let's get everybody at full strength going into it. Hopefully with 2 more charges after this are going to be good enough.
Don't move, you'll be fine.
Then I want to see if I can get you somehow, Kristin, back with the rest of the pack also. And reloaded. We definitely need to get you reloaded.
Okay. Locked and loaded.
Now it's time to go meld hunting and alien hunting to finish up this map. So let's overwatch you. Putin, we'll overwatch you. Sectoids is what it sounds like. Little old sectoids. Is that what we're hearing? Oh, we lost the other meld. But there's one more back there where the sectoids are tempting me to approach. So let's see if we can get vision on them. Serena, can you peek around this side of the truck? And we got them. And there's that last meld canister. We got a pod of 4 sectoids hiding out in the back. What kind of range? We aren't going to have much range for your rocket from way back there, Barry Bonds. We're going to get you full cover here. Once again, it's going to be put off. A steady turn is going to be putting you off. Do we have any kind of good cover to get up over this way? I'm almost thinking maybe what we got to do is dash you guys up on the roof. What are the odds that there's yet another pod on top of that on the roof, huh? I think I'm going to take that chance with you, Kristin. You can talk to me later if this is a mistake. All right. Do we have anybody else we can push up that way? Let's see. I don't have sight on any of them with my sniper, so I'm trying to think what is the best spot I can position a sniper in this area. No clear answer there. Let's get you down this way, Amanda, so you're in run and gun range, getting you a little bit closer. And finally, I think, Tommy, we're going to run you up. Now we're going to be putting ourselves in position. In fact, now we'll do here first move for you, Tommy, and just get you reloaded. So you'll have a grenade in decent enough range to maybe help us out. Vladimir Putin, I'm thinking we're going to push you forward this way. Kind of be available on a different angle going after these guys, maybe. We do have a shot. It's only 39% because it's against a guy in full cover. So we may just provide some overwatch at the moment. And then finally, who do we got left? We got Chelsea. What kind of range do you have? We're going to pop you up on the roof too. Try and get you in range to provide, maybe if we can get over to this ledge by the expired meld, maybe we can get some nice flank shots from up above to help our positions out. Because they're kind of static trying to approach them from where we're at now. We're going to provide a little overwatch here from you, Putin. We're going to do, I think, a little overwatch. Oh, 61% is one that I probably just got to take. I think that's better than overwatch. Let's do it. There we go. It was better than overwatch. Look at that. Way to go, Serena. And now, all of a sudden, I seem to have sight on somebody, whereas I didn't before. Isn't that odd? Maybe somehow these guys standing behind cover here were blocking my line of sight. I've never seen something like that happen. DiMaggio, you now have a shot. A decent one. Not the best you've ever had to take, but a decent one at 70%. Let's see if you can come through. Nah. Yes, you do, you do. Let's see their play. They're down to 2 sectoids. And we're buffed up on one of them. Moving around the other side of the van. Where's he going? Oh, he's easily flankable, but he's also overwatching. Also overwatching. So I'm almost thinking what I need to do is see if we can bust that overwatch. Run Serena out here. Is that the best thing I can do? We're gonna run some overwatch, guys. Oh, and we finally got an overwatch hit. Thank goodness it's with a little sectoid pistol. It is an armor hit. So Serena, you're coming out clean somehow on this. You're going to have a 78% payback shot on that alien there. We also have run and gun available, so we got all sorts of options to take care of this guy. What I want to do is try getting vision. We no longer have the overwatch. So let's see if we can get some vision and push Putin up over here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, we got the one behind the van. We don't have vision of the guy that... Oh yeah, he's buffing from behind the van over here. I see how it is. Let's see, can we get range with you? No, we can't quite get where I'd like to get. Now, obviously, I can scare the heck out of him. There's full cover. I like that. That may give me vision on this hidden one in the back, and everybody's going to be flanked, and everybody's going to be freaking out. So maybe what I got to do is bring myself up here in half cover. Let's work. Let's see if we can do some work on this guy. Laser pistol. Let's see if a laser pistol is good enough to do it. 78%. It's a high health for a sectoid, so it may not be enough unless we get a crit. And we got a crit. Now we're down to 1 sectoid, and guess where my mind's going, folks? My mind is going capture, capture, capture. That's where it's going. We can get Tommy. We're going to run you up to half cover here. I wish I had a flashbang available. I do not right away. Bring you up this way, Barry Bonds. And Amanda, I think you've already used your flashbang, but we can maybe... We don't have a great way to push our sniper up. Amanda, I'm gonna bring you up as a tank in case he comes to the corner of that van. He's gonna hopefully target you instead of Serena since her armor is gone.
Roger that.
We'll try a little overwatch, keep him behind the van. Kristin, we're gonna try bringing you up here.
Roger, tracking.
Oh, that's Chelsea. Kristin. Okay, so I hadn't moved Chelsea yet. And Kristin, we're going to bring you. So both of you can get to the edge and outflank this guy or do what we need. Or, no, you don't have a flashbang. Chelsea, do you have a flashbang? No, you don't have a flashbang. So neither you both up here are position players.
Okay.
to help me out against that sectoid if necessary.
Affirmative, covering now.
And I would like to ideally get a little closer with my flashbang potential. That's you, Joe DiMaggio. Running low on flashbangs. I've got one capture. Whoa. Talk about coming out into the open. And talk about losing all the meld. Well, hopefully the one capture is worth it. Let's see if we can do some business. It's a very low percent shot because he's got low profile. Look at that, low profile on that little sucker over there. I also have the ability, there's one of my flashbangs up close and personal. How do we want, what's the best way to play this? Because obviously if we flank him from above, if we flank him from anywhere, where is he going to need to run for cover? How about that? That's a good question, I think. And if he's running for cover, what's the best way for me to get Tommy up there? So maybe, Tommy, let's run you out of sight behind the van and see if we can scare him into running back towards you. I'm going to go for that play and then see if we can get close enough for an arc thrower attempt. Barry, I just don't have a lot for you to do right now. I think we're just going to keep you in the background with your conventional weapon. Is it safe to overwatch? I don't know. We're going to steady your weapon instead just in case. I'm wondering, I'm thinking this is where I will use one of my flashbangs. Okay, we had it, we had it, we had it. There we go. Let's flashbang this little guy. Let's rattle that little guy now. Up here. Kristin, we're going to push you forward to rattle him and get him to run. Of course, where would he then run if you were down here? I want him to run towards the van in the back, ideally. What's the best way to get him to do that? That's the question.
Target confirmed.
We're going to try this move. And then Chelsea, you're up top next to Kristin, or we're up top with Kristin. We're going to bring you over here. We're going to get you a nice little pistol shot. So we take the actual pistol shot or put you on pistol overwatch. I'm not sure. We're going to take the pistol shot, try and wear him down now. 79%, not bad for a pistol. Let's see if we can get a crit. No, and we can't even get a hit. What happened to my killing medic over here? Oh, guess you can't count on anybody 100% of the time in this game, that's for sure. Serena Williams, we'll probably move you up and get a nice little reload in, plus you have the other flashbang available. So let's get you up here to reload.
Moving.
Just in case we got to get ourselves out of a sticky position. I definitely want to move you up also, but not out of cover. Let's say he's flashbang, so I'm going to take the half cover. And Amanda, I think we're going to bring you up close just in case we get ourselves in a sticky position. And what's your play, Sectoid? He's going to fire from that position. Wow. So I got to find a way to wear him down is what I got to find out. What kind of range am I in as far as a capture? I'm not even in capture range right now. Not even in capture range. So he's already flanked and didn't move, so I guess we'll just get myself up as close as we can. Chelsea, we already used your leadership ability, so yep, we don't have that available. Now we do have the ability. Let's try your pistol shot one more time. 79%. What are the odds we miss it twice in a row? It was not good, but we were hoping for a crit on that. I think we're going to run you in as close as we can get, Tommy.
Time to motor.
See if we can get in close enough for a charge. Who has a flashbang available to throw? That is the question. That's going to expose you, Serena. Or can you make it from this point? Now you don't have the arm. So we're going to flashbang him. You're very flankable. Wait, I got one more maybe safer flashbang option over here. Joe DiMaggio, yes. You are my safe flashbang option right there. Then we can get Serena closer for next time. Should that little lone sectoid survive again. We're going to keep you right there. I think we're just going to hunker you. Is that the best move? Probably, because if he moves, I don't want to kill him on Overwatch. Or do we suppress? What are the odds that he just hunkers down? Because if he breaks a suppression like that Muton did, now we're just going to hunker ourselves down. We got enough people flanking him right now, I think. I'm going to bring you here, Amanda, that can maybe force him back in the direction of Tommy. I don't want him coming away from Tommy. I want him to be that little sectoid in the range of Tommy. We don't want to kill him. We don't want to kill him. We don't want to kill him. I think what we'll do... We'll just steady our weapon. And Serena, we're going to move you up to where you got a flashbang possibility next turn. Okay, he's moving back. That's still in range. Oh, don't move out of range. Don't move out of range. Are we there, Tommy? Are we there? Are we going to be able... Is this quite going to make it? Am I in the circle?
On it.
Find out. Yes, I'm in the circle. It's only 42%. Does anyone have a pistol shot available to try and wear him down? A regular, old-fashioned pistol. Hello, hello, hello. Does anybody have... Does an old-fashioned pistol exist anymore? Chelsea, were you the only one that had the old-fashioned ballistic pistol? Oh, other than my guy needing to do the arc thrower charge. So, yep, it looks like we won't have a chance to wear him down anymore. We're going to have to take a measly little 42%. Let's do it.
Aye, aye. Attempt capture.
Whoa, 2 captures. Look at that. Low percent. We're making up for the first 2 misses. Great job, guys. I'm excited about 2 captures right now. Let's continue on. We lost the meld, but let's hope the captures outweigh what we would have gained in meld by finishing the mission sooner. Excuse me.
Missions like that really set the tone around here. Great
We
work,
got a
Commander.
promotion for you, Kristin Nitsirk Drag. Do we have any others found down below here? No other promotions. At least we got a promotion out of that. 3-4 days fatigue. We picked up an alien plasma pistol. We picked up an alien plasma carbine. That's some nice hauls. Would have been nice to get the Muton corpse. Could have used that one, but we'll have other chances, I'm sure. It's just nice to get some captures out of the way so we know we can do them. Picked up 90 in credits.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Now we're sitting at sitting at 190. Do we have anything else we need to build at the moment? Let me kind of get my bearings. We probably can look at a couple excavations with a little bit of the money, but let's look as far as build buy items, what we may need to look at building. We have the carapace armor. How much is that? 75. So that means I can build 2 of those armors. Do I have any interesting weapons I need to get right now? Not really. So I think, well, actually I do. More laser cannons would be nice, but I think what we'll do first is focus on the armor. The carapace armor, we're going to start with 2 of those. Kestrel armor is 47. I don't think I quite have enough money for that. I've got to be careful too. Let's take a peek, because I'm thinking we got to scan soon for our covert op. Oh, insufficient cash at 190. Insufficient cash. Does this go down if I wait longer, or am I gonna have to come up with 200 to do a scan? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. That's expensive. So we're gonna have to hold off on the scan. I think because of that, we're gonna have to risk losing some money from an exalt catching us off guard. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start building 2 of the carapace armor. Alright, and that leaves us with 40 in the bank. Now we're going to have to figure out when we scan a little more. 25th, we've got a couple more days to go. Let's get out there and scan and then see what we can come up with as funds for our exalt scan. Can't believe it was going to cost us. Ooh, weapon fragments are precious, but so are engineers. It's 12 of them. I'm not immediately having a lot of weapons. We're going to go ahead for an engineer. It's one of those I may regret it kind of moves. When I'm short of weapon fragments, y'all can remind me that I sold them when I shouldn't have. Alloy plating is complete. What are we looking at? June 26th. Of course, all it'll tell me is on covert operations I have insufficient cash. It won't tell me how much I actually need. Ay, ay, ay. So let's sell the 10. I doubt it's gone back down to 50, but let's look at the gray market, see if we can come up with a 10. And we'll sell 1, 2, 3, 4 floater corpses. That'll at least tell us if covert ops is down to 50, which it's not. So we're going to have to keep our eyes open. When we're ready to scan, we're going to have to come up with the funds somehow. Keep an eye on the calendar and get out there scanning for some more activity.
Contact detected.
Interceptors, nap of Earth, small. So nap of Earth on a small, there's a very good chance a nap of Earth could land. How much do I want to go after him? It's nap of Earth. And let's see what kind of interceptors I have. This will give me a picture on who I have to send out. I may just take a view of it and back off since it's nap of Earth. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to let this one fly, hoping it lands. And then when we get back in, I'm going to see if I can get some more laser cannons outfitted, because we got, let's see, repairs for another 7-8 days on the rest, and also the one that's in North America I believe is around 7-8 days. That would leave me with 3 to defend myself if I'm re-outfitting one. So let's just go defensively out there, take a look at them, and then back off. And continue to scan and hope he lands. Should just be the regular scout that we're seeing.
We're in pursuit. No joy here.
Regular little old scout. We're going to leave it. We're going to let him do his nap of Earth, and we're going to hope that he lands. How about that?
Contact detected.
And it has landed, just as we hoped. So let's get ready to send out the Sky Ranger. We got a landed small ahead of us. out in the middle of nowhere. So thank you for watching on this mission. I hope you're having as much fun getting our first captures on this mission as I had. It sure has gotten me excited again for the mission. All's not lost. We got ourselves some captures. How about that? Zigzag Zog, if I can say my own name, Zigzag Zog signing off from Western Kentucky. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.